This is Tommy Charles on the air here at WAQY Radio in Birmingham, Alabama. We've got music for you on a beautiful Thursday afternoon.
This is where the trouble all began, here in the tiny top-floor studio of station WAQY, wacky radio to the 750,000 citizens of Birmingham, Alabama.
The Beatles, for a long time, have been able to say whatever they wanted to without any regard for judgment or maturity or the wisdom of it. And no one yet has challenged them to any tremendous degree where it might count.
Judging that Lennon's remarks were absurd and sacrilegious, Charles banned Beatles records from his programs and decided to build a mammoth bonfire to consume the group's records and souvenirs. You're quoted as saying that though you're 36, you think like a teenager. Did you find your teenage listeners backed you up on your stand?
They did. For 3 hours, our 3 phone lines lit up, and they responded, and they said, get rid of the Beatles, ban the records, let's burn them or do something with them. And we acted, of course, on our own convictions, but we were backed up by the people, especially the younger people of this area.
The response so far has just been sensational. Here in Birmingham, we've had a 99% cooperative attitude, and as you may have heard all across the country, the stations are jumping on the bandwagon. And I think within another 10 days to 2 weeks, you're going to see a tremendous increase in the number of stations that have banned the Beatle records. And I think this is good. It came about because of a magazine article in Date Book magazine, reprinting an interview in London with Maureen Cleave, in which John Lennon was quoted as saying Christianity was on its way out and that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus Christ. And we felt that it was so absurd and such an insane statement. We felt we had a public service to do, and we banned the Beatle records. We've also asked our listeners to bring all of their Beatle paraphernalia and Beatlemania to the station. We have a big bonfire scheduled for August 19th. I just talked to the reporter, and he asked me about my religious affiliation and if I was a religious fanatic or something, and I gave him my answer that I was not, and I attended church sort of regularly, but this had nothing to do with it. It was just that I was completely revulsed by the idea that a group like the Beatles, who are idolized by so many young people, could come out and make a statement like this. I just think their responsibility should grow up with their success. We've had no protests locally against our action. However, across the country there have been some dissenting voices about our action, and those who are defending the Beatles as having a right to say whatever they say. Locally, though, it's almost been 100% in our favor. I think we're running nationally about 75 to 85% in favor of the movement.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?